Yes.
All right, next up on the entertainment news, James Cameron talks new movie Avatar 2. In anticipation of the sequel to the 2009 movie Avatar, filmmaker James Cameron is now looking to recoup the money they sunk into making the sequel. He made this known during an interview with GQ, where he stated that the new film is very expensive. James Cameron said it was always the first thing anybody would mention, and now I'm like, if I can make a business case to spend $1 billion on a movie, I will, bleep, bleep, do it. Do you want to know why? Because we don't put it all on a pile and light it on fire, we give it to people. He added that just for the film to break even, Avatar, The Way of Water will have to be the third or fourth highest grossing film in history. That's your threshold. That's your break-even. James Cameron also recalled a conversation he had with an executive at Fox who begged him to shorten the first Avatar film before its release. He told GQ, I said something I have never said to anybody else in the business. I think this movie is going to make all the blip, blip money. And when it does, it's going to be too late for you to love the film. The time for you to love the movie is today. So I'm not asking you to say something that you don't feel, but just know that I will always know that no matter how complimentary you are about the movie in the future, when it makes all the money, end quote. And that's exactly what I said, in caps, all the money. Not some of the money, all the blip, blip money, end quotes. Question if he had a theory on why the original Avatar was such a global phenomenon. James Cameron said, I don't think I need a theory. I think anybody that's seen the movie knows why. It's a blip, blip, gigantic adventure. That's an all-consuming emotional experience that leaves you wrung out by the end of the movie. And it was groundbreaking visually, and it still holds up today. So I don't think I need a theory. Just so you know, the Avatar sequel titled Avatar, The Way of Water is scheduled for release on the 16th of December 2022. There's a lot of blip blips.
Yeah.
All right, so I was never a fan of
You were not?
I was never a fan of Avatar, and it was very weird for me because aside horror, like fantasy is also my genre. So I'm like, okay, this should have been like a whole, but I don't know, something just didn't click for me in the entire thing. But I heard that it did really good, it's big, and then the second one, people will probably be excited about that.
Have you watched Avatar?
The first one?
Yeah.
So I actually watched it. That's how I know I don't like it. I don't know about the storyline, about going into the whole Avatar, then they were now in the trees. I'm like, is it Tarzan? But it's like Smurfs that are blue. Like, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. But yeah, James Cameron is making sense. I like that he's saying that, you know what, if you don't jump on it now, don't come and compliment me later and think and jump on it then, because I don't go. But yeah, good one he's doing.
Why I'm a big fan of Avatar. So James Cameron is the director that made Titanic.
Yes.
Yeah. And so he takes his time to make his movies. I remember in Titanic, his brother that's where they first invented the underwater camera.
Yeah.
Right? So they needed to shoot underwater. So his brother, Mike Cameron, was the one that now invented the underwater camera. So they had the script for Avatar long time ago. During Titanic, they had the story, right?
Oh, wow.
But they didn't have the technology to shoot the Avatar movie at that time. So they had to wait, you know, till the 2000s when they now had the technology to do it, and they finally did it. So I understand why he's saying the money is quite gigantic, it's quite enormous, it's quite big, and the preparation for it. So I imagine Avatar 2, The Way of Water, is going to be big as well. I like the story, by the way.
Okay.
So I like the story.
So you're shocked that there is somebody in existence that would not like the story, aka Dala Uruwari.
Could only be me.
I don't know.
Could only be me. Could only be me. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, I love it. I like the fact that they take their time to make movies. It's
no, definitely.
I'm not throwing shots at
definitely. And I know that even when Avatar came out, it was one, and that was what made me see it. It was like one of those movies that was doing something that people weren't even doing then. So I was like, oh my God, wow, gung ho, I'm so excited. When I watch it, I'm like, okay.
Different strokes for different folks right there.
True that.
All right, and that's all we can take on entertainment news.